the big thing is you kind of talk about it. I mean, I thought we could have played a little more defensively, helped our goalie out a little bit. But it was entertaining for the fans, I would think. A lot of goals, back and forth. Entertaining for the fans, not so entertaining for the coaches standing behind both bench, I'm sure. But, I mean, hey, we battled back. We got down a goal. No one threw the towel in. And, we had our opportunities in overtime. We had 2 breakaways we didn't convert on, and that was the game. But I thought our goaltending was outstanding tonight. He made some, kept us in there, made some big stops. And
talk about the crowd like this. They know you're not going to be in the playoffs this year, but yet they're out there screaming and yelling and on pins and needles.
Well, it was, it's unfortunate we didn't get in. It's been that kind of a year. Probably don't want to hear it, but, the guys are still working and playing some entertaining hockey, and I think the fans that showed up tonight got their money's worth.
You touched on the goaltending part of it, but when it's a 6-5 game and you still see some great goaltending from both sides, how do you coach against that as a coach?
Well, you got to eliminate the mistakes, the turnovers. We made some bad reads from the offensive blue line in on some pinches that they converted into some 2-on-1s, but we ended up making saves on them, and it kind of went both ways tonight. They were kind of the same way.
Roy, I wanted to ask you, power play obviously has come alive here the last few games, and tonight maybe one of the best passing sequences on that Chase Priskie goal. Just how excited are you to see that growth here over the course of the season?
Well, they've been working on it. I know Sparsy's done a great job as far as keeping it together, keeping everything positive, and the guys are attentive in the meetings, and it's a good group of guys out there. I mean, I think the biggest thing was when we got Sikura, it kind of opened up everything. He's a puck possession guy that sees the ice real well, makes that second play which you need on a PP.
Dylan, obviously a tough one tonight, a big back and forth game. Just what was the difference there?
Yeah, I think spurts were pretty good, but I think we gave up way too much. I think probably 10 to 15 grade A's, maybe 6 or 7 breakaways there. So that's kind of unacceptable on our part there. Gager kind of held us in there all game, and eventually, stuff's going to happen, and goals are going to go in when they get that many good looks. So I liked our game for a little bit, but like I said, just gave up way too much.
The stretches where you did like your game, where did you guys feel like you were most effective?
Yeah, I thought when we were moving our feet, working it down low, I thought they did a good job of kind of closing us off in the O-zone up high. But I thought when we kind of worked it behind the net there and was looking east-west there for plays, I thought we had some success. But I think we got to just kind of go back to that more and get away from playing up high by the blue line, risky plays there.
Power play has a couple tonight, including that second goal, which might have been one of the best passing sequences of the season. How much confidence does that unit have right now?
Yeah, I think a lot of confidence. I think, ever since we kind of got put together, I thought we've been pretty good. Getting looks every game, maybe not scoring every game, but getting great A's and gaining momentum for the team. That's kind of all you can ask. And, sometimes they're going to go in, sometimes they're not. It was obviously a beautiful play there. I think everyone almost touched the puck there, so that was nice to see. But it's important that we keep that rolling, and it gets us at least one a night.
You mentioned the play of Gage Alexander. How much confidence does it give your team to know that if a mistake does happen, you've got a goaltender back there that can pull out those 10-ball saves?
Yeah, maybe too much. I think kind of we ran into that problem tonight, but yeah, he's been awesome. I think. Obviously I'm new here, but since I've seen him, he's been our best player by far. Making crazy saves, maybe 4 or 5 crazy saves again tonight, bailing us out. And like I said, we got to help him out on the other aspect. We can't give up that many chances for him.
Chase, obviously a fun game, a back and forth game, but what was the difference here tonight?
Yeah, I think we kind of got away from our style a little bit. We got into that run and gun, and that's just not how we play. So it's nice to come out with 1 point, but at the end of the day, we just need a little more discipline from our team for 60 minutes, and we probably come out with a better outcome.
You mentioned that you get into that run and gun defensively for the team. What did you want to do, and what was Tucson able to do to kind of get into that style of game?
I think for us is just staying above our guys, and Tucson did a good job of playing their game, which is pushing out, looking for breakaways, looking for those odd man rushes, and they get behind our guys, whether it's puck watching or making a more aggressive read, and the puck just didn't bounce our way a couple times, and Gager made a handful of incredible saves in net, and he kept it tight. But at the end of the day, that just comes down to our group kind of buying into the identity that we want to play, and it's something that we're trying to become better at and more consistent at.
I know as a defenseman, you don't want your goalie to make plenty of those 10-bell saves, but how much confidence does it give you when he's making those saves time after time?
A ton. I mean, we see it every day in practice, so it's no surprise for us, but very confident with him in net, knowing that he's kind of calming for our group, so he just needs to continue to play the same way he is.
The power play goal you scored in the second period may have been one of the best passing sequences of the entire season. Just walk us through that play.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better play than that. Luckily for me, I'm on the receiving end of the goal. I just kind of sat there, and we've got a lot of creative guys, a lot of high skill guys on our power play unit, and they were able to just kind of go tic-tac-toe and find me on the back post, which makes my life easy.
We know there's not a lot of time of reflection after a loss like this, but since coming over from Rochester, you've put up points at a pretty great clip. What's been the secret to success so far?
I think a lot of it is just the coaches put me in positions to succeed and allow me to play my game and be aggressive and kind of do what I do out there. And it's a great group. Like we really do have a great group, and we continuously get better. And I know we're out of the playoffs now, but we continuously get better, and we play hard games against really elite opponents. And I think this is what carries into the group coming back better and having a better season next year.